Hello bros, it's Full Focus here. Now this is urgent and this is the most important crypto video you have ever watched. Okay, please understand this, what I'm going to say in this video, because this will change your life. I promise you. You will come to me and hug my neck and say, yo Wolf, thank you so much, man. And because listen up, this is very important. So when you buy cryptocurrencies and you understand that the asset is undervalued, and you understand that you have big potential here, it's all about probabilities. Okay, you can't be 100% sure about something, but you can think about it in probabilities. And if you think that the probabilities of it going up is let's say that 70%, and it's currently the best opportunity that you have found, that's your best bet. And when you put money there, what you do? You just sit on it. You don't. There's going to be trend A, there's going to be trend B. Somebody's trading like pig tokens, somebody's like has buying just chicken token, it's going insane. No, you don't FOMO into those. You just sit on your backs. Okay, sit on your sacks, baby. Sit on your sacks. Let's go, because you have to do that. And the reason why is because if you have done your research right, and if it's true, it's undervalued assets, its time will come. Okay, its time will come. And when that time comes, people come there and they boom, they just like insta buy it because it's so undervalued, and you understood it because it was in your circle of competence and you was like, yo, this is very undervalued. What you do, you just sit on it, because at some point the currency will blow up when it's that time in the cycle. Okay, and that's very hard for a lot of people. For example, I've been struggling with this one for years. I mean, I'm not the smartest tool in the pen. I don't know how to, I'm not the smartest pen, but what I do know is I'm humble enough to listen to people who are smarter than me. So what they have told me is this: if you look at stock markets, the number go up on stock markets and doesn't dump is because people hold. Holding is truly the one thing that will bring you a lot of money. But it's very hard to hold. It's very hard to hold. But understand that if there's like long-term holding, like I mean like you hold it for the rest of your life or 20 years or something like that, like very long-term, that's not the only thing. There's also short-term holding. You can hold assets for, like, let's say that you buy it and you do, no matter what happens, you will hold that asset for at least 1 month. Because if you make those kind of rules for yourself, you are not, because if there's new opportunities all the time with cryptocurrencies, and you will ape into those projects if you are not careful. You have to make a plan and stick to it. So you have to sit on your sacks. Okay, you just have to sit on. And this of course this concludes that you know what you have bought it, like why you have bought the cryptocurrency, like you know that the asset is good, it's like undervalued asset. Okay, so that's what you had to buy, undervalued asset. And how do you know this? How do you know that it's undervalued? Well, this is how you do it. Well, it's one part of the soup, but it's like basically the more you learn, the more you earn. So that's basically how you pick the ones. But if you really look at it, it has to be in your circle of competence. For example, Peter Lynch talks about this a lot. If you have been mining gold for like 20 years, you know a lot about gold mining and gold, like just gold in general. So that might be a good investment for you because you know a lot about gold. So just invest in what you know, because that's where you have advantage. So you have advantage, information advantage, and when you have that, you can like act differently and take different decisions than other people who don't have that advantage. Okay, so that's what makes you to like understand why you are sitting on your backs and why you bought it in the first place. But the sitting on your backs is very key. Cryptocurrencies, so there's 4 types of personalities basically. So practical, action, social, and emotional. So practical people are very like, they are very practical. They just hold Bitcoin. That's very practical thing to do. You just hold Bitcoin. Okay, I have a couple of friends who just hold Bitcoin. They just like hold Bitcoin. And that's the most practical thing that every man could do. Then there's action people. People just love action. How they trade is they just, yo, what's popping today? They are basically the day traders. They're just, going in the market. They're just going in, man. And that's action type people. And there's the social. Basically, people who go on Twitter and just see what other people are investing in. They're just like, okay. So that people is investing into that token, I might as well use that. Okay, and then there's just emotional people. People just go with their gut. They're basically, yo, I have freaking good feeling about this, pig token and this chicken token. Like these tokens, this will fly. Okay, and those are the personal types of how people buy. Okay, it's just like very generalistic, and you have to identify what you are. Okay, you have to identify what you are, because usually anything that is extreme is bad for you. If you take like health, being healthy to the extreme, some people are like fruitology or something like that. They just only eat fruits because they think that it's like good for them. But nothing in that like kind of like extreme is good, because you have to find the balance. Everything has its balance. Like think about if Newton's third law, every action has opposite and equal reaction. You have to just balance everything. And trading is I believe that cryptocurrency investing is the same way. You have to know thyself and how you operate, and when you know that, those are your biggest weaknesses. Okay, but for example, if you're too emotional on the markets, like also because of the emotional type more, it affects them even more. And if everybody's emotional, if you're a psychopath, maybe 10, I don't know, but when you see something like crashing, you're like, oh my god, I'm losing everything, I'm going to panic sell, boom. And that's emotional decision. That wasn't logical. You didn't like, okay, so nothing's changed in why I invested in the asset in the first place. Only thing that has changed is the price, and it has gotten lower. So logically, I don't know why people are selling, so might as well buy more, because I still think that the asset is crazy. So it's very like a boom, boom, boom. It's like even, it sounds stupid when I just said it to you, and you're like, yeah, that's true. But it's so like basic. So it all comes back to the fundamentals, baby. Okay, so this video is definitely a jam-packed video. And the point of this video is to, again, sit on your sacks, baby. Sit on your sacks. Like I had to start saying that to myself, because I always just ape in, and then I just, ape out into another coin. I like ape in to take profits, and then I ape out usually. Okay, and what you really want to do is you want to grow a portfolio. That's far better. That's just so much better, because cryptocurrency is like go in cycles, and there's always some cycle popping up. So if you have a vast portfolio, you are just constantly popping up, which means that you're constantly having wins, which means that you're building momentum all the time. A lot of people lose. But when it comes to anything in life, you have to have momentum. Okay, have you had that kind of feeling when you invest in something? You're like, oh, nice profit, and then you just take again profits, and then again profits, and your back just grows, and sometimes you hit a plateau. Okay, and maybe that is because you just are being too impatient. Right, like I said in the personal types, if you are more like an action person, you constantly are, and emotionally you're just constantly being our brains are like biologically evolved brains can't take this kind of like stimulus. It's too much. Okay, the prices go so fast, everything's more like it's so fast. And then if you're just looking at the chart all the time, and there's much money at your stake, and people don't like losing, it's called loss aversion tendency. It's nightmare. You feel like crap. So it's a lot better way to just find the asset, buy it, sit on your backs, and that's it. Okay, I just have found like peace after like understanding that. Okay, it's insane, and it's the key. Again, I'm not financial advisor, but nobody else is sharing this information. I'm just saying no one will share this information with you. No one. But this is like the key information. Key information. Okay? Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video. Peace.